It looks like it's snowing.
Rob, Master Yoda of
Both works.
Resin Works told me they call those flexi boards they called torture boards. And I know why now.
Absolutely. Looks like torture. Oh, she looks stunning. And this is the day we are already painting the boat.
No. So we're not painting the boat yet. We're just painting the areas where they were filled. So we can sand this down with the longboard and all imperfection will be removed. All high and low spots will be shown. I think this one is done really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already forgot there was a ladder here. Yeah, there used to be a ladder we could climb. It was attached at the top. At the top you can probably still see the spots that were filled. It's there and that one. Maybe you can't see it. And two here. Wow, it's looking brilliant. But there comes a point where no matter the amount of sanding we do, we can no longer spot those imperfections. We are getting dizzy from staring at those patches of different shades of grey and white. And we think it's time to apply a coat of primer and have one solid colour, at least on the port side. With the aid of 80s rock music and determination, Ziggy soldiers on through the prep work, sanding the topsides several times using 120 grit, followed by 240, and finishing with 320 grit sandpaper. It was exhausting.
Oh. I love it, it's not funny.
Though on time-lapse, a whole day's work looks almost effortless.
I did some holes in the sump tank and I exposed a bit of a ballast there.
Well, this is old news now. Ziggy drilled holes in the laminate separating sump tank and the iron ballast, only to discover water coming out from inside the ballast keel. And since then, we followed the advice and drilled holes in the bilge right above the ballast and one underneath the keel at its lowest point. We find very little water collecting below the keel, which is good. That means that the water that found its way inside now has found its way out.
So today I'm still working on that keel, still plenty of work to do. Sand, which you can hear right now, is not in meantime dealing with our bridges. She's preparing everything for first coats of new paint. What I want to show you is this line here. I hope you can see. This is what I did in the last few weeks. So I filled the back of the keel with resin and fiberglass mats, and here where I'm going to start working right now. So you can see the difference, how much actually is there. So this is strong, nice. Right, today I will fill this part. I will actually try to fill this part. It was looking pretty bad. There was a lot of grease still in there, so I spent a few hours just to remove that one with the drill and drill bit. Also, I put some soft abrasive material on the end of the drill, and that actually was really good and cleaned a lot of debris there. So I will show you how this looks inside right now. So that's inside of the back of the keel, which I think is pretty good. I think I will close that one today, so I will build a lot of fiberglass, a lot of strength into it, and then I will start working on the bottom. We're still using heaters to heat all the area. I just move them every half an hour to a different place. I close all the openings when the water was coming off. I close them because there is no water, there's no more water coming out, which is a good news for us, and I hope this will stay like that. And today I'm planning to put more fiberglass on that section, and next week when we come here it will be ready for more fiberglass on the sides and the bottom, and then probably in the next 2 weeks I will be planning to close first big opening, the square one which I cut. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is going and where we're actually heading right now.
Those openings are from old instruments that came with the boat. We want to have a different design here, and the idea is to incorporate some wood into this dashboard, perhaps teak, onto which instruments will be fitted. But we still have time to decide. Closing them off is of no urgency to us right now. It just gives me a chance to practice and carry out this small project all by myself. If I mess up, I mess up. This is where the glue is gonna go, all around here, and that's why I marked it. And this I'm gonna use to sort of keep the plate in place, pulling it from the front. So I just stripped all the cables that we had, and I've got a few of them ready. I just need to drill the holes holes in a couple of places, and yeah, mix the glue, the resin, and I'll be ready to put it in place. All I have to do is sand this rough surface, put some filler to make it a little bit more smooth, so I can apply some fiberglass cloth to sort of even the surface. I butchered it.
Yeah, I kinda did. But all that means is I'll have to do more sanding than would otherwise be necessary. Okay, I am done here. And we are back. It's the weekend again. And have a look, we've got neighbors. And it's pretty tight. Crazy. Anyway, let's check what the Keel looks like, if it's wet inside, and yeah, let's get to work. Straight down to business, babe. It's not messing about. We just got here. Quickly changed, and there you go. So Ziggy's dealing with the Keel, and I'm gonna be upstairs carrying on from last week. I'll just finish up, well, these are already closed, but I just need to sand it, give it a quick sand over, and a couple of layers of fiberglass mat, and yeah, it will be almost done. Once I put the fiberglass cloth, I can actually go into V-berth, because what I was doing last week, I was sanding the bilges and also, well, the whole V-berth really. So I'd like to finish doing that. Yeah, so V-berth. What I've done, I have sanded the bilges. And just put the light there. Yeah, there you go. Still got like few places left, but it's a little bit more tricky, like here. But I'm gonna use like this slim belt sander to get into these areas. And like here, we would like it nice and smooth, and then so we can paint it with a primer. And I've been sanding these surfaces as well, but what I found was that it was really like clogging the paper very quickly, and wasn't even sanding the surface, it was sort of gliding over the surface. Turns out it's, I don't know why, but every single side is pretty sort of greasy. I have no idea why. It's a V-Birth cooking oil. Was anybody cooking? I don't know. It's just very greasy, so I had to use acetone. Then I was using paint thinner to get rid of that grease first, so that I can then sand it. Yeah, so I've only managed to do this bit, this here, and the bilges. What I also did was started stripping the old heads. So there we go. Halfway there again. I ripped out that whole cupboard for the sink. I couldn't get this one out, I think it's glued in, but I'll try and do it today. Once I have this sort of clean slate, I can sand this head as well. Yeah, it won't be heads anymore. We're gonna use it as a storage and for a washing machine possibly. So yeah. Okay. And like I said, we've got neighbors. We were here all alone for a few months. It was pretty great. And now we've got 2 more boats. So it's pretty packed. You can see how close this one is. Literally just a tiny gap. So I do wonder how we're gonna paint with so little space in between the boats. Anyway, let's not worry about that now. I need to take care of this. Okay, so a couple of notes on that. I think I cut out this one a bit too small. I should have actually covered a bigger surface area here. Yeah, that one's not too bad. But this one, not perfect, could have been done better. But you know, you live, you learn. It's the first time I'm doing this, so I think it's pretty good for the first time. And what I notice is that I make a lot of mess in the process. So good, now I can move to V-Berth, just as planned. But I've only got a few hours left, so I'm probably not gonna finish today. I think I'm always way too optimistic in terms of planning things I want to do in a day, and it never kind of works out that way. Once you start on certain project, you realize it's going to take you way longer than you initially thought. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get done whatever I can get done today. In the meantime, Ziggy carries on with his mission of making the keel bulletproof. What's that big one for?
Side. It's the side of sump tank.
Oh, that's through in there. Let me quickly remind you what this space looked like not so long ago. I think we can agree that it looks way better right now. Layers upon layers of fiberglass mat go in there now, before we can close that square opening and partially fill that tank with epoxy expanding foam. But more about this next time. Thank you for watching till the end. We are grateful for your comments and your support. We'll see you back here next week.